It's a 321-foot laser that was clocked at 91 miles an hour to get the runner out at first. Boom. That's impressive.
That's a big-time throw.
I mean, that's 107 yards in football parlance, on the fly, on the money.
Awesome.
To double a guy up. That's a jaw-dropping throw.
Hold on, check this out. Soccer action over the weekend here on FS1. Wayne Rooney, 96th minute with a beautiful pass to Luciano Acosta.
Impressive. Also, Rooney now, he's come over, not playing in the Premier Leagues, playing in the States, trying to give us a little boost. Maybe like Beckham. There he is. He bends that one in off of his head.
I mean, this was an amazing pass by Rooney. He stole the ball and then makes that pass to win the game.
Antonio Brown showing off the very impressive route running skills, see?
All right, what are we seeing on this route, see?
Oh, yeah, nasty release off the line of scrimmage. Dude didn't touch him. Then he ran one of them routes like you run when you're like 8 years old playing out in the neighborhood. I'm going to go down there, I'm going to pop a right, boom. And then when he comes up, I'm going to pop a left. He's unstoppable.
And that's Joe Hayden he's doing it to.
Yeah, it don't matter.
That's not some training camp body.
No,
that's a Pro Bowl corner.
Oh. Yeah, I hope they don't have no rush, though, because that's going to take a little time to develop.
Yeah.
All right, last, we got Jeremy Davis of the Chargers making an awesome grab, 47-yard touchdown.
That's a hell of a catch now. That's a hell of a catch.
That was a heck of a catch. Good landing. Way to stick the landing.
That's what I'm saying, to be able to turn and score afterwards.
Yeah, don't go for the pass interference. We don't want pass interference.
Man.
Young kids trying to make the Chargers roster.
Jeremy spelled with a G, by the way. I learned that this weekend. I like that.
I thought you were going to say you learned that the hard way.
No.
I don't know what that meant. All right, new topic now, NFL quarterbacking debuts. The Vikings rolled out their new man at the helm of the huddle. His name is Kirk Cousins, facing the Broncos, and Cousins needed just one drive to make his mark, completing all 4 of his pass attempts for 42 yards and a touchdown. Looked good, felt good, wasn't in there for long, but it was enough. See, how much better does Kirk Cousins make the Minnesota Vikings?
Well, Kurt's a quality quarterback. You know he's more than a competent starter. He's been very, very healthy. This is the best personnel overall that he's played with throughout his career. So I think he's going to be very good. But let's not get the Vikings. We kind of, because of Kurt's money and all of it being guaranteed, we kind of forget what's the mantra of this team going to be. And it's their defense. I mean, their defense is stacked. They're not going to give up a whole bunch of points. They play in a beautiful stadium indoors. That's going to be able to help them because Kurt doesn't have one of the biggest arm. He has more than strong enough arm as an NFL quarterback. But his overall accuracy and his ability for the coordinator to feel comfortable with him to call any pass play. All right? Last year, I know people fell in love with the quarterback and everything, and it was like, oh, he's the MVP and everything. But they were limited. All right, he's height challenged, and he throws the ball into coverage. That's Case Keenum. That's what he's done. He's never done it in the NFL for a long period of time. Kurt has been consistent. If he plays the same way that he did in Washington, the Vikings, yes, they have upgraded at quarterback, and they only need to get a little bit better. They were in the NFC Championship last year, so does it make them that much better? The Vikings think so.
The questions for the Vikings in the passing game are going to be offensive line related, and we can talk more about that in a moment. But there's one play in particular that I saw from Kirk that is simply a pass Case Keenum couldn't make. And it wasn't the touchdown. It was the pass to Stephon Diggs that led to the touchdown up the far right side of the field where, I mean, it was perfect ball placement. It was, I mean, what I'm seeing here is he sees the rush coming. He sees that the guy doesn't even have a full step on the corner, and he puts it right there. See, what do you see?
Yeah, but he gets off number one. Thielen's the number one receiver coming on the cross. You have a combination. You have a crossing route, and then Diggs is going to make a stutter, go move up the sideline. He knows the crosser's taken away. He puts the ball only where Stephon Diggs. So the flight of the football, the quick read, and that's going to become important this year with that offensive line, the question marks around that offensive line.
I just want to stay on this play for a moment because if he waits just another beat to where the receiver be in the end zone, then the safety's there. Like, that's the only, he threw it the first moment that the receiver had the corner beat, and the last moment to where the safety's not even going to be in the frame when he gets to the ball. That is a perfect throw. That isn't a guy, I'm sure it was a great route, but that is a perfect throw right there. That's what they paid him the money for.
We talk about the quarterback, but how much better did the team get overall? And was there room to really get that much better from last year? Obviously, they have Delvin Cook back, but with Kirk Cousins there. Tell me how much better overall the team got.
Well, they got to get better than last year offensively, because if they can support their defense, it only makes the team better. If you look at the teams that we see in the NFC that we think are going to be at the top, that being the Rams, that being the Saints, that being Philadelphia, Dallas, Atlanta, Carolina, all these teams have a good defensive front. And that's the biggest problem for the Vikings. Their weakest unit happens to be their offensive line. So, yes, they have improved at quarterback, but they have not gotten better at offensive line because they've already lost a starter and one of their best offensive linemen, the center, Pat Efron. He is not even practicing yet. He's on PUP. He's going to come. He had 2 off-season surgeries, so he should be healthy in a couple weeks, but he hasn't even started practicing yet.
When Chris Canty's out here talking about the Colts last week, and he said, one of the reasons he liked them drafting Quentin Nelson is that guard, center, guard, up the middle combo. So the Vikings right guard, Mike Rimmers, he's not practicing. Pat Eflin, he's not practicing. And Nick East